just said he was proud of us.
What positives can you take from a game like this?
I just learned not to give up. It was down 20 and we were down 2 at one point, so maybe that. Yeah.
What do you feel like was giving you guys so much trouble in the first half?
Just not being able to get stops defensively.
Was it kind of their physicality, anything in particular like that?
I think it was our physicality. We weren't as physical enough as we needed to be.
How do you feel like you flipped the script in the second half to stage that comeback?
We just locked in more on defense and started getting more stops.
Yeah, was there a particular message at halftime that really resonated with you to enable that?
Coach was just telling us we have to be tougher out there on the court.
How do you feel about your play today?
I think I could have stepped up a little bit more for my team.
Elliot, what was the challenge for, Ole Miss? Obviously, percentage-wise, not a great three-point shooting team. They get the run that they had. What was the, challenge of adjusting to that?
You said the challenges?
Yeah, just, they, kind of got in a streak. They're typically not a three-point shooting team. I guess the challenge of them hitting the shots that they hit early on.
Yeah, definitely hurt us a lot. They were shooting really well from the three-point line. And, we weren't getting enough stops or contesting it hard enough.
I guess also, you guys had, Lubin gets into the foul trouble, and then, you guys lose Jalen Withers, and obviously, Jalen Washington stepped up. Just kind of what was the adjustment for you guys, kind of going the rest of the way, with Jalen Washington doing what he was doing?
Yeah, we feel like we have players in every position on the bench, so when they went down, we just had to have other people step up, and Jay Washington did that.
You guys had obviously a few games this year that were similar, where you guys had the hole, but managed to come back and things like that. Are those losses more challenging? Knowing that you were able to make the comeback and then just fall on short. Are those losses I guess more tough to stomach?
Not really. It's just a loss in general is just really tough for us, especially one that ends our season like this.
Elliot, when you think back on this entire season as a whole, what do you think will stand out about what you guys did this season?
We battled through a lot of adversity. We battled through a lot of adversity throughout the year.
What were you guys doing in the second half that gave you guys momentum, turned it around a little bit?
Just playing better defense, getting more stops.
Was it the performance against Duke and Charlotte in the second half that really gave you guys the belief that you could do something like that?
Yeah, we did it against Florida too, so we've been in that position 2 times, so we knew we could come back.
Do you feel are we guys prepared for them to be more physical? Did you see that on tape? When you guys were kind of game planning for them?
Yeah, we were definitely prepared for it, but I guess we didn't act on it in the beginning of the game.
How frustrating is that game? A game like that is physical, and maybe you don't get some of the calls that you want, and you're kind of letting things go, and then calling stuff as well.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but that's just something we expect. We don't really expect foul calls, and we like when the game is physical. Yeah.
Was there a point